Welcome back to the channel. This is Sebastian Stewart Johnson. This is the Black Menaces. Today I'm breaking down some interviews that one of my ambassadors, Kloe Walker, did in Texas at Texas Tech. So stick with me and let's hear my thoughts and just everything that went on at Texas Tech.
Okay. What are your pronouns?
Uh, Woman.
Um,
So of course this is Texas. You heard woman being her pronoun. Did you also hear the laughs? Um, it's like part comedy, part ignorance, part what is going on in this world. But of course, the pronoun question is important. I'm actually gonna break that down in a different video, but it's important for visibility in general.
are you pro-life or pro-choice?
I am definitely pro-life.
Want to explain?
I believe that life begins at conception, and if you want to have unprotected, unsafe sex, then you have to deal with the consequences of your choice.
Here's my problem with this line of thinking. The problem is that you're assigning a kid as the consequence for some unprotected sex. Um, I understand like partially the mental gymnastics to get to that answer because you want to justify not having an abortion, right? And you think people should have consequences for their actions, but I don't think a life being affected a lot of the time because they might be born in poverty, they might be born to a child, they might be born because of like rape or something. A child should never be a consequence of an action. The child should be the benefit, the blessing, the favor of somebody's action.
What does the American flag mean to you?
It means freedom. It means men get out of their beds at 3 a.m. in the morning without their wives next to them, without their children in the same house as them, to go out into an empty field and shoot at people they've never even met because they're willing to protect us instead of being at home to protect their own families.
First off, apparently only men serve in the military. No, I'm kidding. Sort of. No, honestly, I hear what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I think being in the military is actually it is horrible, um, because I think people in the military are truly fighting for what they believe this idea of freedom is. I think it's a larger complex of something we don't need to be involved in. And while it is honorable, I think the military industrial complex and us being in wars with people we shouldn't be in wars with is something of a large problematic nature, right? Um, the fact that she says it clearly, they're shooting and killing people they don't know. I think that's the problem. We're shooting and killing people that we don't know. We have no real good reason to be killing people. Besides, like somebody signed us up in this war 20 years ago, and we're still continuing that war, um, which is inherently problematic. I also think, that people that spout so much love and support on the flag don't understand why people feel hurt by the flag, right? Like, I don't think they ever really could come to the sense of why black and brown people, specifically black people though, were kneeling while the anthem goes, while black and brown people or people in marginalized communities in general don't feel a strong connection to the flag. It's because the flag served as freedom to a certain population while it's not served as a symbol of freedom to other people.
Would you be willing to pay more in taxes to get rid of homelessness?
Absolutely. I think the veteran population of homelessness is a ridiculously high rate, and I think absolutely we should raise taxes if it means contributing to getting rid of homelessness, whether it's from veterans or whether it's from people who can't afford to find a job.
So this is a question that I've started doing more recently, and it's actually quite shocking to me. Like Republican conservative people said they would be okay with raising taxes to eradicate homelessness. Like that's genuinely actually shocking to me because it's the idea of raising taxes, but I think people aren't inherently against taxes. I think they don't feel like their tax dollars being spent well. Ooh. And so if we can spend the tax dollar well and actually eradicate homelessness and actually help people and actually have better medicine and actually da 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 da, I think people would be okay with raising taxes. But the problem is that taxes are raised and things are still not good. Like the roads are still broken, infrastructure is still bad, education is still bad. Like things are not actually improving, and I think that's really the root of the problem. It's not the taxes, I think, is actually how it's being spent.
Do you support gay marriage?
I'm a Christian, and I do believe that God gave us free will, and you're free to do whatever you want with your life. I'm not going to agree with your lifestyle, but I'm going to love you nevertheless, just like Jesus said, love your neighbors, you love yourself. And I definitely want to love myself, and if I can love myself, then I can love you too.
I'm a Christian. No, crazy. Texas Tech, Texas, conservative people really are the same. Like, I loved how much people hated that I, did stuff at BYU. And we're like, oh my gosh, that's because Mormonism, it's because BYU. Nobody hates us nobody hates Mormons like this, and then whatever. Here's the problem. You're gonna love somebody, nevertheless. However, in my opinion, it's impossible to be loving somebody in when you disagree fundamentally with who they are as a human being. And I don't think you should use a religion to, like, I don't know, degrade somebody's humanity.
Who are you voting for in the presidential election?
Trump, 2024.
Care to elaborate?
Our country has never been in a worse state than when it has been during the Biden administration. During the Trump administration, unemployment was at an all-time low. Gas was at $2.10. Everybody seemed happier, and I think that he handled COVID the best of his abilities and handled international relations the best that he could. And I think that Biden was given a really difficult situation, but he only proved to make the situation worse.
Perfect.
Many things to break down. The economy. Trump isn't really to blame for the economy. Blame positively. The economy was going up and up since Barack Obama took office. And when an economy is going up, it's easy to keep lifting it up. Let's also be real. Certain numbers have been better actually under Biden than they were under Trump. Everybody spouts that Trump was so good on the economy, but he was okay. Like, nothing he did benefited the economy to such an extent. Like, there were policies that were in place that they were growing and growing. Second, international relations. Trump was horrible with international relations. He took a picture with Kim Jong-un, had love letters with Kim Jong-un, was like besties with Putin, but it's like, that's not international relations. Authoritarian leaders shouldn't be your best friends. Because also about Latin country, he called them shitholes. In like Haiti, he said the same thing. He did the Muslim ban. He took us out of international treaties and organizations. Like, Trump was horrible at international relations, just simply said. COVID. Trump did get the vaccine. Cool. But he also, like, didn't do anything else. Besides, like, spout conspiracy theories and tell people they should use medicine that's not medicine that could kill you. I'm not a big Biden. I'm not like a Biden stan. Like, I'm not, he's not my favorite person in the world. But definitely more favorable than Trump sometimes. Anyways, this is the first break. This is the breakdown of Texas Tech interviews. Subscribe, like, comment. Help us grow on the road to 5K. See you later.